Hey, what's up, guys? I decided to make another video. I've been wanting to make another one for a while now, but a new physical media, like showing what I got. I got a lot of stuff. It'll be the biggest one I ever have done on this channel. Maybe I've ever gotten in general. Uh, but I want to wait until I get some more stuff in. But I'm reviewing one of the things I got, because I just felt like it deserved its own video. Nicky Larson and the Cupid's perfume, I believe it's called. It's called City Hunter, and I guess in Japan. This is a Japanese release, collector's edition. Uh, it's actually a pretty funny story with how hard it was to actually watch this goddamn movie. So it started off with me just kind of watching City Hunter. I finished it, and I was like, hey, I want to check out some of this other stuff. Found out there's like a ton of live action stuff, and I kept hearing about Nicky Larson, and I'm like, okay, I really want to watch this. They're saying the most faithful adaptation so far. I mean, next month they're coming out that Japanese one on Netflix. So, but watching the trailer, it looked great. Really wanted to watch it. Couldn't find it anywhere. I kept looking. English subtitles. Is there English subtitles on this release? It didn't say so, but I found another eBay listing that said it did. And it had 100%, seller. So I was like, okay, it wouldn't really lie to me. I matches the guy. Does it have English subtitles? He's like, yeah, it does. So I buy that version for like $80. Um, I bought it basically for myself on my birthday. No, a little bit before my birthday, on March 7th. It shipped on my birthday, got here the next day, and it's from Japan. It was $20 shipping, but it got there in like 24 hours. And I know there's some time zone probably how that worked, but it was absolutely insane. The fastest thing I've ever gotten, I think. Like even with, almost even with Amazon, I actually, yeah, probably not because Amazon, they did it one day. But either way, so I got that version. I couldn't watch it. I put it in, has Japanese audio, which I believe I've heard that Rio, voice actor from the anime, voices him in this movie. Um, I'm not really sure about that. Once again, the Japanese dub doesn't have any English subtitles, so I couldn't watch it. So I'm like, God damn it! I spent all this money. I wasn't too pissed off. I mean, it was a good chunk of money, but just as a collector, I enjoy having things and seeing how much I love City Hunter. Just kind of a cool piece to be like, look what I got. But so I went and I bought the version with the English subs here. And even so I tried this one. It worked. It worked. English subs. It doesn't say English subs on the back. The only way, you press play and then you put on captions and it automatically puts on English subtitles. But the guy said it's like you need PAL color playback or whatever. I have no clue really what that is. I'm assuming it's a Region 2 type thing. So I was like, how am I gonna watch this, right? I already kind of knew that. I think I mentioned before on a previous video I wanted to buy a region free player, but I want to get it 4K. I know 4K is region free, but anyway, let me just skim forward. I go and buy this, and I remembered that if you put it in your PlayStation 5, which I have, and you can change the DVD thing to region, whatever region, but you can only do it 4 times. And I remember seeing that region, it's region free like games, but movies that's what it has to do. You can only do it 4 times. So I tried, I first changed it when I tried putting in not this version because this version is region free. It comes with a secondary bonus disc of like behind the scenes stuff, and that was region 2. So anyway, it kind of took a long time just getting here, but I just wanted to explain the whole situation. First off, I just want to give my recommendation before I even get into it. If you like City Hunter, do yourself a favor and watch this movie. Buy this version. If you have a PlayStation 5, just change it, whatever. It doesn't mess up anything. It's just, I mean, it's a lot of work. I couldn't find it anywhere online. It was really annoying. So like the hardest I've ever fought to watch a movie, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much, and I completely get what they're saying. So it's Nicky Larson's and the Cupid's perfume. So I thought I'd go by, talk about. I actually wrote some notes here. Wrote some notes, to remember the names and stuff. Because when I start recording videos, I get a little, nervous and forget the names. So Nicky Larson is obviously Rio. Laura is Fiore in this. There's only a few people from the base anime here, and that is, Rio, Corey, Psycho, and Umibozu. But Psycho isn't really in the movie that much, but I'm pretty sure that's her. Um, Now, if you look at the picture here, you'll notice that there are other people. There's Umibozu, Rio, sorry, Nicky, Laura, and these guys, right? You're like, who are these guys? Now, they're original characters for this movie, and I actually really like them. They're not the main focus, obviously, but they're I'd say maybe the majority of the movie. I'm not certain. Their names are as followed here. This guy with the with the hair mustache type deal. His name is Gilbert Skippy. So the movie plot, I don't need to list all the characters. I guess I'll keep going as I go along. But the movie's plot is he gets hired to find something called the Cupid's perfume, which if you're sprayed with it and somebody smells it, they fall in love with you. And if they don't reverse it in 48 hours, it ends up being permanent. So he gets hired to do that by this guy. This guy with the fedora, and his name is Dominique Letelier. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So he gets hired to do that, and the reason that this guy, both these guys are in the movie, this guy's in the movie because the briefcases get switched that had the thing in it. And then this guy, Corey, he sprays Laura with it, and he falls in love with her, so he just kind of follows them around. So they basically have to go find Gilbert, who goes to, I don't know, I forget exactly where he goes to, but it's somewhere in France. Like takes a plane somewhere, and he ends up, they're supposed to get it before these terrorists get it or whatever. So he ends up finding out that he's going to this fashion show, a lingerie fashion show, to meet Jessica Fox, who is a huge, he's a huge fan of. And his life kind of sucks. Like he has a wife, and his wife treats him like shit. His kid doesn't respect him. It's like, it's funny, but it's kind of sad to think about it. So he finds out he has this perfume because he sprays it on himself. He's like, oh, it smells good. When he finds out the briefcases were switched, and he automatically okay, I don't want to go too deep into detail here. So basically, that's the plot. I just also want to mention that Jessica Fox is actually played by Pamela Anderson in this movie. And I thought that was crazy. I had no idea she was in this movie. She's like she speaks English in it. She's like one of the only like 2, maybe 3 characters who speak English. But so at first, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like about these new characters and stuff. And Gilbert's going around doing all this, like getting everything he kind of wants by spraying himself with this stuff. And they're following him, and I'm like, not like I'm like, like I don't like this movie, but it really felt like I wasn't sure about the case itself. I'm like, is this worthy enough to be its own movie? And without spoiling it, yes, yes, it ends up being more important than you kind of think. And they also like just have so much respect for the source material. It's great. This is one of the most like respectful adaptations I've seen. I know like there's been a lot of controversy with a lot of these adaptations recently, like they changed this, they changed that. People think they kind of disrespect the original work, all this stuff, like they don't respect it, whatever. Not this. You can tell that the guy who made this or directed it, at least, Philip Lachow, he loves it, and the actors, from what I saw, like from a little bit of behind the scenes, they respect it too. Especially the guy who plays Nicky Larson, which is Philippe Lachow. He plays Rio, and is also the director. I mean, Nicky is also the director. I watched this movie twice. I've only had it like 5 days, and I wanted to watch it twice. So anyway, great respect for the source material. I would absolutely love a sequel. This came out in 2018. But I want to dive more into details about the story here. Action is amazing. It's great. There's this whole like first person fight. Kind of reminds me of Hardcore Henry, which I've never seen, but I've seen trailers and stuff. And then there is just some great fights like in this. It starts off with a great fight between Nicky and Umibozu, which his name in this is actually, they call him Falcon in this, so it's basically the same name. Although they call him Falcon or Mammoth, but he's Umibozu. So it starts off with a pretty cool fight between them, and you automatically like get the feeling like, okay, this is you feel this, like, this is City Hunter. The jokes are absolutely like hilarious in this, um, and the music is great. A lot of it is new stuff, but they also use like stuff from the anime, which I respect greatly. I want to mention specifically they use like the case music. I can't remember the exact thing, but when they're talking about the case, and it's like, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna be able to do it right, but they'll be talking about the case like exposition or whatever, and then they'll put that, or then the fight music where they do the the I can't even really explain it, but you'd know it if you saw it. Um, and then at the end they play "Get Wild," which is absolutely like, I love that song so much. It's on my playlist. Every time I listen to it, it just reminds me of City Hunter. But there's a lot of music in here. A couple actually English songs in there as well, but I think it's kind of mostly French, or like this not no lyrics, which is good. Like its own stuff is pretty good. Like when there's serious moments, they play this this beat, not beat, I don't know, but song, and it's pretty good. Um, Let me get into, I guess, a bit more of the characters, like connections and stuff. Uh, Laura and Nicky are easily the best part of this movie. The chemistry is absolutely great, and it feels like them. It feels like them so much. The movie starts out, and you kind of automatically get that, um, and you just feel it. And they also do jump into a little bit about what happened to her brother, which is named Tony in this movie. They don't give her a last name or him a last name. I'm gonna assume, like, if you really want to know, you just Google Nicky Larson in the French manga, and that'll come up. So, but there's also Helene in it, who's Psycho, but she only appears like twice, so she's not the big deal. But the a lot of the stuff, like the just absolutely, like, just their chemistry, though, is the best part. But then even these new characters, you like them. Like, you're not like, oh man, like, and they're not the focus. Like, they're definitely not the focus. The first time I watched it, I kind of was like, I feel like they're jumping to them a little bit too much, but they really weren't. Um, I like both of them, and towards the end, they do kind of get involved a bit more. Um, and let's see, I'm trying to think of what else I kind of want to mention here. Oh, it's 124 minutes. Put that down as well. I wish it was longer. That reminds me. Wish it was longer. It's not. I wouldn't say, I guess, rushed, but it's just fast paced. I would like a minute to sit down and digest. Just to have some more of them, like, just talking to each other, Laura and Nikki, talking to each other, because, like I said, their relationship is the best in the movie, and it's just great. There is that romantic tension there, and they do that really well. They also, I kind of want to mention this. This is a light spoiler for the manga. I wish they did this in the anime, but no, they didn't. I know they didn't, because I'm reading the manga. I'm like, I wish they did that. They do the thing where, this is like a pretty early spoiler. It's not that big of a deal, but um, where it turns out that Rio messed with Makimura's gun that he gives to Yuri in the manga, which the gun she uses, like, in the anime, is his, but I don't think they've really mentioned that. But he like adjusted it so that she can't like ever hit anyone, like, it's no matter how accurately she aims. And I really like that, not to get her hands dirty, which he even says in the movie, like, because the blood won't wash off, which I like that they still have that, real, like, he's serious, like, he kills people in this movie a lot, and not enough seen around, I guess, but I feel like kind of more than the anime, because a lot of the cases, he just kind of, all he has to do is beat the shit out of these people, and they're like, yeah, okay, I won't mess with you. But I like that, the serious, like, he's done this type of stuff. um Even the little bit we got of Tony, it felt like Makimura. We didn't get too much of him, like I said, because this is kind of, they kind of do some flashbacks and also just like jokes and stuff too, which they only last, like, I don't know, less than 30 seconds every time they do it. But which was pretty funny. A lot also just it's very accurate to Rio's like with women and stuff. Which is just hilarious. Like there's some jokes in here where I'm like, okay, that's great. I think I'm kind of running out of things to say here, but yeah, because I'm trying not to get too deep into it because I really want people to watch this. I guess um, maybe I could. I don't know. Well, I'll show what comes in the the collector's box here, real quick. This is the movie, Japanese here, Blu-ray, and then I switched the DVD from here into here because why wouldn't it be in the collector's case? Unfortunately, this doesn't come in Blu-ray, just DVD, but I didn't notice any real quality issues here. Then it comes with this, which I haven't really looked through. I didn't want to look through it before I saw the movie, and now that I've seen it twice, I kind of don't mind. It's pretty cool. So it's just a lot of pictures of what happened in the movie. This is 2019. I guess I can show you a little bit. This isn't really a spoiler. This is this is Tony. Try to get it a little bit better here. This is the villain, and then this is Psycho Helene and Umibozu here, which you can easily tell. I mean, they did pretty good with the look, just Omni fatigues and everything. And then down here, Nicky and Corey. Jesus, Laura. Like I just watched the movie. Come on now. I do kind of want to look through this where I don't have to use like translate. And then this is Poncho. Not Poncho, that's Gilbert. And then this guy's Poncho here. So there's also one more thing it comes with. Now I don't think this is real, but if it is, it's pretty sweet. Has all the signatures, even from the creator there. And when I first looked at this, I'm like, what is this? It's the script. I had no idea. I can't believe I also did not know that the director is Nicky Larson, which I just want to make it clear. He's great. Like I don't want to like make it sound like it's nepotism. He created this and he nails the role. He nails it. So I don't mind that it's like that. So that's about it, I guess, for this video. I'll be making another video probably down the line with all more of my collection of City Hunter. I kind of did that before, but I'm getting a lot more stuff actually. But anyway, highly recommend this movie. I kind of explained how to watch it already, but if it's too much work for you, I don't know, because it was like the hardest I've had to get this movie. But I'm still happy, because now I've seen the movie. I got the collector's edition. I can just pop it in whenever I want on my PlayStation. I haven't tested it on regular players though, because I'm watching an anime right now. And if I take the disc out, and there's a DVD Blu-ray player in the living room, but I haven't really tried it. I don't think it'll work, but if it does, I'll end up losing it. I will end up letting you guys know in my next physical media video, which is coming out soon. I'm just waiting for one thing, and then I will do that. So yeah, this is kind of dragging on now, but anyway, I don't think I got too spoilery with it. If you've seen it, please let me know what you think. If you haven't, I don't know, try to watch it, especially if you, I guess, live in the PAL region. It should be way easier. And this is only $20. All you have to put on eBay is Nicky Larson English sub, and it will show up here. So yeah. So anyway, highly recommend it. And then if you're a big fan, you can get this. Once again, it's $80, but sweet case. Got here, no damage actually at all. And as much as I enjoyed the movie, I was a little bit worried as well. Like when I paid that, at first, even after I got the movie, I'm like, oh, what if I don't like it? No issue there. But that's about it for this video. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.